Okay, this video is really meant as a handout hints. So before you watch this video, I want you to get your handout and try working on it. So if you started the video and you don't have the handout, pause this, ask the sub for the handouts, work together as hard as you can. I know these are challenging. I want you to work on it, and then you can come back to the video for some hints, okay? So I'm gonna progress here. For problem 1A, pause this if you haven't done it, but it's an angle sum or it's an angle difference. You can do it either way. Figure out what you would add together to get 5 pi over 12 or what you would subtract to get 5 pi over 12, and use your angle sum or difference identities to solve that problem. For 1B, this is angle sum or difference. It's just that it is in reverse. So it's written out in the angle difference formula. So for sine, and so put it back into what it is, and then find out what, and you'll be surprised at what you got. 1C. This looks much more complicated than it really is. It's an angle difference problem. You've got the cosine, and then you're subtracting two angles. Remember that the inverse function will answer with an angle. So I'm going to say let alpha, the angle alpha, equal the inverse sine of 3/5, or arc sine of 3/5, and I'm going to let angle beta be the arc cosine of 1/2. Now I'm going to rewrite that problem and not write it with the inverse of sine and the inverse of cosine, but I'm going to write it using the alpha and beta, just the letters, writing it out. And I'm going to draw the triangles for alpha and beta using this information from the arc sine and the arc cosine. You can draw your triangle that has those ratios, and from those triangles you would be able to find your sine of alpha, your cosine of alpha, your sine of beta, your cosine of beta, plug it back into the formula and evaluate. 1D. It's a half angle formula. I'll let you figure that out. That's something being divided by 2. And 1E. This is very similar to 1C. It's a double angle problem, but the similar processes of 1C, that do the arc tangent of 4/3, you call it alpha, write out your formula, and then draw your triangle, and you could figure out the trigonometric functions for that triangle. For problem number 2, all those A through E, in this case, it's that same process that we did for problems 1C and 1E. Draw the triangles for the given information that they gave you. Draw your triangles for the angle alpha and the angle beta, the two different triangles. And then you write out your formulas for problems A through E, and you're going to use all of that information from those triangles. Number 3, it says establish the following identities. That means it's the same way as saying verify. So you've got 2 verification problems, and you might have to do a little bit of work on both the left side and the right side, but do your best and work hard on those. I'm probably not going to be available on the phone today, so try your best with these. Thanks. Bye-bye.